If there was ever a show that was going to go off the rails and get us banned, I swear to Christ Almighty, it's this one. I'll see you guys in a few. Be right back. when it's time to say tits up, that means the show is about to begin. I don't even know where to start. You know what? As with all the good things that come to God and men, they should start with a drink. And here at the bottom of the Glass Nation, we make no exceptions. No. We should begin right now, and I will drink with you, my fine feathered friends. For those of you who came to drink and hear the truth, I'm going to go get the truth, for the truth is at the bottom of the glass. And I don't want to drink. I don't particularly like whiskey, as you all know. But I know the truth is at the bottom of each glass, and the more I drink, the more truth I will give you. So for you guys... yeah, for my nation, for the Legion of X, for everyone who is a condoned and condemned extra out there, along with myself, just a regular jabroni trying to get by, I'd give you this. Oh, big boy, no chaser. Who is in here tonight? Oh. Let me start between the sheets. For those of you who don't know what the sheets are, who are unfamiliar with the program, I have another monitor to my left. To my left, you're right. And my wife is in her office in the other room. Google Docs, Google Sheets. She's in between the sheets. It makes it sound so sexual, does it not? Yeah, it does. So she writes down and copies and pastes all the cool shit you guys say, because if I'm talking here, I can't read what's going on over there. Would we not agree? Mm-hmm. Gotta take them some fella and read me some of them comments. I'm gonna read them. Hang on a second. So let me jump over here. Give it a go. Look who was first in here. Beautiful Disaster. She's been around 10 months. Beautiful Disaster is just 2 months away from her big red fucking one. That's a huge thing. Anytime you guys see someone go by when they got a big red one by their name, that means they've been around over a year. Don't forget that. That's an accomplishment. No. It takes a lot of guts to put up with me that long. Ask my wife. Once you ask my ex-wife, that would be, that'd be a better conversation to have. Oh, Beautiful Disaster says, good evening, handsome general. And you know, Elizabeth Anzar usually comes in and calls me handsome, but I haven't seen her in a little while. I miss Elizabeth. But someone has to call me handsome before I can begin. Now that we have such commitments being made, we can move along. Who else is in here? Go Smoke a Toad, Smicky! Member for 14 months. She's been around a bit. And there's Janessa. I'm sorry. I've only had one drink tonight. Please forgive me. Janessa P, first live. Yes, Dad gonna be here. Is Dad gonna be here? I'm stupidly excited for this since I only found you guys a few days ago. Cannot wait to hear from the dad. He's the freaking best. You know, I should stop right there because I have to tell you that there, from time to time, and when I say from time to time, I'm being very modest. Oh, do you guys want to see the face of modesty? You see what I'm saying? Modesty. Ready? Yeah, this guy. True story. It's true. It's a story. I all day long, I get compliments from women. I would say strange women or estranged women, but I really don't know them. I think they're perfectly wonderful human beings. But if I'm going to do this correctly, since she brought up how wonderful it was. I didn't write my own comment. I didn't call myself wonderful. I didn't say I was the best. She said it. And if she said it, it's on the internet, and everything we read on the internet is true, as you might have noticed. All right, I want to show you something. I'm skipping around a little bit. People are going to get pissed. I know. I already know. But this one's important. Where is it? Is it Alcoholics Catholics? No. Moving to New York City. Talk about that one later. Oh, yeah. Okay. This one's kind of hard to read. I normally shrink the pictures to where it's over on one side of the screen over here, and I'm over here. I don't want to block this. Okay, I have to leave this exposed. It's just part of the program. But this one, I think, warrants taking up a chunk of the screen. So we'll do that where you guys can see it. Let me move this up to an appropriate level, and we'll see if we can get the whole thing fit in there. This comment, like many, has come through on our channel. This is from Ashley. Now, I don't know Ashley. She doesn't know me. But she has a gift. Does she not? Ashley has a gift of insight. Ashley writes, oh my God, I'm always going to want to marry your dad. I mean, your mom can stick around. That's fine. I just want to be able to say that I am married to your father. Well, you know, I would have a stroke of modesty to say, well, it's the odd person out. I mean, out of a million people, you're going to get someone who foolishly feels this way, but it's just not the case. We get these all day long, left and right. I can't tell you, feel like Elvis Presley with how many women knock on my front door a day and go, would you marry me? I'm like, oh, I'd love to, but I can't. I'm not allowed. Now, we all moved to Utah. I've heard the Utah people have some Mormonism thing, works out in my favor, and I never did figure that out. Why on earth would a Mormon be like, oh, would you like to have 10 wives? You could become a Mormon, have 10 wives. Yeah, your fucking mind? I can barely deal with one chick. You want me to deal with 10 of them? You want me to be married to 10 women? I don't think so. Now, the Mormons explain it to me like, well, they all talk to each other and they kind of leave you alone. Oh, good sir, I've been on this planet for half a century. That was the biggest line of bullshit I've ever seen, because I personally have had wives and ex-wives and girlfriends and ex-girlfriends in the same room. That never works out in my favor. No. They'll all talk amongst themselves and leave you alone. If you were ever going to call bullshit on something, let's call bullshit on that. No, not Mormonism. I'm not calling bullshit on Mormonism. No. I'm saying that the whole idea behind that is That's actually partially incorrect, because recently when Mormons would come to my door and we'd like to share some good news with you, I always invite them in, as you folks know. I want to record one of those one time. You guys would absolutely be fascinated when I invite Jehovah's Witnesses in or when I invite Mormons in. The only ones, I welcome everyone. I just don't bring the solar panel people in. Now, I haven't found any entertainment value with those guys at all. But in recent years, when I ring the doorbell, they're like, "Oh, did you join the Mormons?" "Oh, I'd love to. I can have a bunch of wives." Well, we don't really do that anymore. Oh, I have to unsubscribe at that moment, just to let you guys know. Anyway, that's all I was saying, is that I am. This is a benefit to my wife. All of these women paying me these wonderful comments is a benefit to my wife. Now you're probably wondering how I'm able to pull that off. Let me explain it to you. Okay, I'm getting this from a very specific movie, a baseball movie. And I'm stealing it. I'm plagiarizing. I'm ripping it off. I'm not going to give it credit. I'm not going to tell you the name. Some of you are going to go, fucking, I know what you're talking about. It's going to be considered a nice pull if you do. But what I mean by all these women who are attracted to me, who want to marry me, who love me from afar, and they've got all these wonderful comments 30, 40 times a day coming through, how is that a benefit to my wife? Let me tell you. Let me explain this to you. It's very simple. She is now married to a man that is in high demand. Oh, I am a sought-after item. My stock rises daily. Do you realize when all these women throwing themselves and mailing me their underwear? Do you understand what that does for my wife? The ego boost that gives my wife? Now, let me spread the love. Let me help out all of my brothers out there. Anytime that your wife gets mad that some girl is pursuing you and they get pissed and they get angry, remind them, whoa. I'm just in high demand, and you married to me. The more women that try to dance with me, the more women that buy me drinks, the more women that invite me back to their hotel rooms by giving me their key card. Not that that's ever happened. You have to turn to your wife and go, you should be flattered. I'm in high demand. No more jealousy. Do you realize how many marriages I just saved tonight? Dozens. Oh, no, I'm sure of it. Fuck you. I said that with a straight face, and I got through the whole thing. Oh, Jennifer V, member for 3 months. She's an extra. Thank you, Jennifer, for hanging out. Appreciate you. Krista Rose, member for 14 months. She's got her big red one, bottom of the glass nation. Time spent with friends. Oh, well, now I'm never going to know, because my wife just fucking moved the whole fucking goddamn screen on me in the middle. You know what? Gen X mom, lovely wife. When we're in the sheets together, and I'm talking, don't move the sheets, all right? Lose my concentration. It's hard enough for me between the sheets to pay attention to what I'm doing. When she starts moving things around, I get lost fast. I got to start all the way over, open up the book to page 3, and then I got to start reading. Then I can get back in between the sheets where I'm supposed to be. She knows that I lose my spot. She did that just to fuck with me. Krista Rose, member for 14 months, bottom of the glass nation. Time spent with friends is time well spent. Bottom of the glass nation, baby. Mrs. Lionheart, take care of my king and make sure he behaves. Well, you're going to get one of those. You're going to get one. I can either take care of him or I can make sure he behaves. I've chosen to take care of. Now, before we go any further with stuff, I got so much to talk about. There's so much to say. The show could go on to fucking midnight. It really could. But I'm getting a little hot and steamy in this corner, so the first thing I got to do is turn on R2-D2. R2, just don't fight. You got to help me out there, buddy. All right. R2's now humming, glowing, blowing, and joeing. So I am going to do something that I don't commonly do. Let me turn on a microphone here. And let me introduce to you one of our senior staff members. He is live in studio. Wait, we can't really call it a studio yet, can we?
I can see it.
You can see it in your mind? Yeah. So we're okay. Live from the fake studio and the drilled out table that is supporting this fucking program. Let me click on a screen here and show you Lionheart, who you're still in the Oval Office. I should have changed your background, because if there's one place you don't deserve to be, it's the fucking Oval Office. Hey, he's drinking out of the General's 9 inches, and that's his second one. He's pounding this shit down. Sir, you are now on camera.
My wife's watching.
Oh yeah, your wife's. And I'd like to. Can I take you away from your Bible verses for a few minutes so we can have a show? Then you can get back to praying, which is I interrupted him. He was deep in verse and communion, which is why he had the wine or the whiskey or whatever he had. I introduced Lionheart OG, senior staff member. He's here for a week, repairing our lives, healing our hearts, and building us our new studio. We couldn't do it without him. Thank you for joining the program.
Thank you for having me.
We're not going to talk about controversy. Don't you bring up your conspiracy shit. I don't want you looking outside and seeing contrails and telling me we're all going to die.
See the foil of a mirror.
The first thing this motherfucker did was he came into my house, and I went to the bathroom and came out. I was gone 5 minutes. He comes out, there's tinfoil on my windows. I'm like, what are you doing? He goes, trust me, this is the safest approach.
I felt the frequency.
What's that?
This whole time.
His mic is on.
Check.
Talk again.
Hello.
Yeah, you just need to talk into it more, but you're on.
Let me bring it closer.
Bring it in close.
Real close.
There you go, just like that. The harem's going to get a treat tonight if we both bring it in close. The harem girls are just going to, hey, harem girls out there, yes, Gen X Talks, Gen X Dad, we have a harem. Don't forget, we have those special women out there. They've got the T-shirts, they've got the card in their wallet, and we love every single one of you. Not as often as we can, that would be inappropriate, just with our hearts from a distance. So how was your flight? Where did you go? You started at the gateway to America, the Arches.
Yep.
Or the Arch.
Then went south to the Alamo. Well, kind of.
Wait,
Dallas.
is it south? Yeah, it is south, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Yeah. St. Louis to Dallas. Was that a good flight? Crowded plane, small plane, big plane?
Very crowded.
They let you fly it?
No. Well, they told me to sit in the back.
Nobody puts baby in a corner, but they put Lion in the back.
They put Lion in the back so I can clean house on the way out.
So, but you didn't have too much trouble. How'd your plan go for being boarded first? Remember? You picked a back seat, a back row, because you're like, he texted me, I got to pick my seat. I picked the back row so I can get on the plane first.
Actually, it'd be the last thing that goes through everybody's mind.
Oh, well, you were, because you're 7 foot tall. When you walked down that aisle, your Johnson was knocking everybody over. They should have let you get on the plane first just for that reason.
It hurt my back swinging the other way.
Well, when your Johnson twirls one way and you fly a plane south of the equator, it twirls the other. That's what I've heard. I'm just saying. I haven't been there, but I'm just saying things go the opposite way. It's like flushing a toilet.
Does that work on flat Earth too?
No, there's no fucking flat Earth. Don't you fucking get started on that shit.
No, there is too.
God damn. Okay, there is a flat Earth. Just not this one. Yeah. We live on a round fucking planet.
We live on Earth.
There is so much wrong with this guy, which is probably why he fits in so well. So how was the rest of your flight?
Bumpy. Bumpy.
We were going to get into lionisms, and this is something we named for you this last week because you are complete. Everyone on staff, and we have a Gen X Talk staff thread that we all use all the time. It's a lot of fun to get into. It covers everything. We do have serious stuff when we actually talk about Gen X Talk staff things, but most of it's just free time. And this guy, he out of nowhere, he'll write something that has nothing to do with anything we're talking about and has no context. And let me give you an example, and then I'll tell you why this pisses everybody off and why the Gen Z kid called them 2 days ago. He goes, okay, these are lionisms. And I said, what's a lionism? He goes, it's when this dude writes stuff and nobody knows what the fuck he's talking about. No context at all. We were having a staff discussion about something, and he writes in there, you wrote, I have metal ones. That's all you said. You just wrote, I have metal ones. Everyone stops and goes, what is he talking about? What the fuck? What do you mean you have metal ones?
I don't even know.
I do, because I happen to know that you started listening to the audio podcast. That's right. Gen X Mom and Gen X Dad do an audio podcast that drops every Friday morning. We're on year 2, and go check it out. Someone put the link in there. Okay, I sold that one for you. So I happen to know that you were listening to the podcast about Tonka trucks.
Yes.
And there's plastic trucks, and people would argue with me, they never made Tonka trucks out of metal. And I go, yes, they did. I used to play with them as a kid, as most of you did. But you must have been at that part of the podcast. And for some reason, on the job site with your headphones in, you just typed to the rest of us, you had metal ones.
Okay, now everybody else in staff knows I was talking about Tonka trucks.
Nobody fucking knew what
Oh, no, look at chat.
This is why I drink, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Tell me this. Gen X Mom, can I borrow you for a minute? Just need you to yell get closer where you can yell. No, this is something happened today. He's going to have no excuse. He's going to have no story. He wasn't drunk. He's just doing his lionism. Just you don't have to be on camera.
Okay, what?
What was the fucking thing he told us today getting out of the airplane? He texted something.
I'm coming out of the air.
He wrote, I'm coming out of the air. Now, we're waiting for his plane to land at Fresno. We're outside. We're ready to go. And we're waiting for him to get off the plane. Now, you'd figure you'd get a thing like, we're landing. We're on the taxiway. We pulled up to the terminal. I'm exiting the plane. I'm grabbing my luggage. I'll be there in a minute. You know what he wrote? He wrote, I'm coming out of the air.
I just got cell reception.
What does that mean?
I had my cell phone on still. I just got cell phone reception.
What does that message mean? I'm coming out of the air.
I didn't know if I was landing or not.
You weren't coming out of a cloud. You didn't say you're coming out of a cloud. You said, I'm coming out of the air. So we're sitting there in the truck going, what is he coming out of the cloud? Did he fall out of the plane? You know, he's coming out of the air. Is he already on? When you're out of the air, are you on the ground? And my wife looks at me and she goes, well, I'm in the air right now. We're in the air, breathing air in the car. I'm like, what the fuck does he? Ladies and gentlemen, lionism.
I'm everywhere.
You have no fucking idea what the fuck he was talking about. And he does this with great regularity to where it happens so frequent that we've given it a name. He says stuff that has no context. You have no idea what's going on. And I'm afraid to ask him for more because sometimes you get a 2-paragraph thing that doesn't leave you with any conclusion to what the fuck he was talking about. So when we have to take a deep pause, when everyone on staff has to take a drink, he's the reason why. One of the main reasons why, not all of them, but he's ranked up there. The only person who makes me drink more than him is the kid because he's a fucking Generation Z and he pisses me off. Other than him, Lion's number 2, and he's a close number 2. All right, I'm going to try the woosaw technique and I'm going to move on. Tell me how you got to the house, you got to Casa Day Gen X Talks, and you saw the studio, the shell. It's not a studio yet. It's just a shell.
It's a studio. I see it.
Can you?
Yeah.
Are we going to be okay?
Yeah.
Can you actually make it what we're all hoping you can make it be?
I can make it that way in 36 hours.
You can?
Yes.
Wow. Now, I hope that's not just the alcohol talking because he's on the second round of the General's 9 inches. For those of you who think that's a sick, twisted term, it's not. Well, it is, but there's some context to it. This goes back, was it last summer?
Yeah.
One summer ago, we if you don't know, you don't know, go look it up. But the General's 9 inches is a big thing. It's a huge thing. So as long as you can see it, as long as the studio looks good to you, you think we can get there from here? We're all right? All right.
100%.
Then I need to do something. Let me take him off. Let me kill his mic. Tell his mic. He's off. I'm back on. Let me adjust R2D2 for a second here. What we're going to do is I'm going to go between the sheets. I got some stuff to talk about. He's going to sit there and drink. We'll get back to him in a minute. He's not going anywhere. He's still drinking. When his eyes get a little more red and his face gets a little heavier, we'll go back. All right. Where was I? Back between the sheets. Mrs. Lionheart, try being married to him. Lionisms nonstop. That's fair. That's complete. I completely sympathize with you. I get it. Because even my wife loves Lion, and she leans over and goes, what is he talking about? I don't know. I can't run interference for the guy. He would be the toughest guy at a bar to be a wingman for. Because some hot chick and he'd be saying stuff and she'd look at me and I'm supposed to go, yeah, I don't know what he's saying either. He would be the hardest guy to be a wingman for ever. Terry Knowles gifted 5 memberships. Who got the 5 memberships? Coyote Adventure, Uncle Meow, 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 Bonnie and Clyde Miller, Night Clover, and Todd Powers. Now listen, That means that all of you who got memberships, you can now go to the YouTube community section. You can see the stuff nobody else can. Oh, there's a ton of stuff on there that everybody gets to see. But there is also behind the scenes things that nobody gets to see except members. You're now a member. Now, it doesn't matter if it's gifted to you. You're part of the club. 30 days, you can go back and look at all the cool shit and then all the stuff that's coming out. Be thankful that someone took care of you because it wasn't me. Where are we at? PayPal. Shona Chush bought a $10 super chat that didn't show up in the chat. So let's try PayPal. This is from Beautiful Disaster. Wow, sir, I thought I was next in line. I didn't say you weren't. Beautiful Ren, I love you. I didn't say you weren't next in line. I'm just saying there's many women in the line. And you have absolutely proven to me beyond a shadow of a doubt that you are next in line. Don't think you're not. I'll say it right now. You are. Do you remember our little night in Vegas? Yeah, in January. Do you remember? It's not a joke. I was there. You were there. You remember all the stuff we didn't get to say? I think that was the most important part. What the fuck does that mean? It's true, though. It's absolutely true. Loud one, $21. They have to catch us to kick us off. Well, they're hot on our heels. I have to put a hot tune in the bus. Brakes are disconnected. Steering shaft is broken. I'm just holding the wheel for the hell of it with one hand, drinking Crown with the other. Now, that's the person who's driving the bus that we're all on. This Bottom of the Glass Nation, this live stream, this podcast, this show, whatever you want to call it, is a bus going through the mountains at 60 miles an hour, and the dude driving it has a steering wheel in his hand that's not connected to anything. Now, when you signed on for this, this is what you should expect. All right. There was more stuff to say. Sue Quintila. Well, Sue just said, I love you. That's all she said. Sue, am I saying that right? Quintanilla? God damn it. She said, I love you, and I can't even say her name. Sue Quintanilla? She just said, I love you. Do you know why she said that? Do you know why? Pay attention. Because that's all that needs to be said. You don't need to say any more. Everyone in the live stream, everyone in the comment section right now, all you need to say is I love you. That's it. Just write the word I love you and your evening will be complete. It's true. You should try it. John Morgan, got my crash helmet on. Okay. By law, I have to wear it all the time because my mom says I'm special. Well, John Morgan isn't just special. He's super special. You know, he doesn't just lick the windows of the bus. He licks the frozen windows of the bus and gets stuck to it. That's our buddy John. Don't forget that. Never look back. Just found this channel. Love what I have seen so far. Never look back. Thanks, man. If this is the first time showing up, never look back. It's like a first date. All you got to do is sit there. I'll do all the work. You just relax. That's how we treat first dates around here. Yeah, we encourage you to come back. Trippy Pinal dropped in $2 trying to see who the $2 whore is tonight. And there is no $2 whore because he's sitting right next to me drinking the General's 9 inches. Don't forget that. Dream State Collective. The quality just keeps getting better. Salute to the Gen X legends. Glad to finally be able to catch one of these on a rare day off. Sandy says, good evening, oh handsome general. Now, if I keep getting I love yous and handsome generals, we're going to have to do something about this. I'm going to have to start passing out harem shirts. And I mean left and fucking right. I think right now, I'm going to drink to all the harem girls. Right now, to all of the ladies in the harem, which Mrs. Forwatt, and she's on staff here. What would you, I'll turn on your microphone, not your camera. What do you call, what if you're the leader of a harem? Do you have a name? What do you call?
The emperor.
You're the, no. The woman leader of the harem. She's like the top harem girl.
Oh, the madam.
But that's at a brothel. Is madam right?
I call her Madam Four.
So we call her Madam Four?
Yeah.
Mrs. Forwatten is Madam Forwatten or Madam Four. She's the head of the harem. She's the top harem lady. She handles everything that goes on in the harem. If you're a harem girl, you pay the respects to her, and everybody knows this. If you're not a harem girl, this drink is not for you. If you're not part of the General's, Gen X Dad's harem, if you're not a General's harem girl, you can just watch. Yeah, and watching's okay. That can be fun, but unless you're part of the action, you're not part of the crew. Do you have a T-shirt? Do you have a business card? You part of it? We're drinking to you, ladies of the harem. This one's for you. Lion just whispered to me he has a T-shirt. I swear to Christ, if he puts on a harem girl T-shirt, he's fucking out of here. He's down the road motors, and I ain't looking back. All right. There was some stuff I had to say. Did we turn off Discord? Yeah. Patreon, if you're part of Patreon, see people going to put the Patreon deal. You got an email. Not everybody gets an email letting you guys know we're live on YouTube or on Facebook or sometimes on TikTok, wherever we go live. But if you're part of Discord, if you joined, it's $1. It's one fucking dollar. If you join Discord, then you get an email. We just shoot you an email, say, hey, we're going on. Here's what we might be talking about. And we let you know what time and where about half an hour before. We don't spam you. Ask anybody who's already in Discord. I don't send a fucking email about anything ever. Now, if we post some behind the scenes stuff, yeah, then you might get an email saying, hey, Gen X Talks posted some cool shit. Go check it out. But who wouldn't want to get that email? I'd want to get that email. Wouldn't you want to get that email? I'm sure you would. So the Patreon is mainly so that you get the email. Everybody says it's worth $1 just to make sure. You don't always have to watch, but wouldn't you like to be informed? Everybody wants to be an informed individual, so consider yourself uninformed until you join Gen X Talks Patreon. Then you're part of the club. You're welcome. All right, the cooking show on Discord, we did it. We are going to put the cooking show on Discord. It will not be on Facebook members. No. It will not be in the YouTube membership. No. And there's reasons. There's reasons why it can't be. Some words were said, some verbiage was said. It was kind of a mix of things, and it wasn't derogatory, but it can be taken that way. There's fuckers out there who spin things into a bad context. And believe it or not, it was my wife who said them. And she defends herself with what she said, and her son, our son comes up and goes, Mom, that's not even a word. And you made it sound really bad. And what was worse, you said it twice. She doubled down and said it again. So we pulled the video, but we're allowed to put it up on the Patreon service. So it's going to be on Patreon only. It's going up in a couple days, and that's the only place you can watch it. The cooking show was a weird fucking gig, but everybody who watched it said it was worth it. It was so much fun. The cooking show was myself and the kid following a recipe that we'd never tried before, and I was using Neanderthal tactics to get it done because I was in a hurry. I didn't want to be there, and you guys had me wear the fucking apron, which I don't like stripes that go sideways. I'm a big fat guy, and stripes on an apron made me look even fatter. We should have picked an apron with stripes that went down, and I would have looked slim. Yeah, I would have looked great. Instead, the stripes went sideways, looked like an asshole, more than usual. And then you guys chipped in money, and Loud One, who sponsors a lot of Loud Trouble LLC, Loud One, put in a bunch of money for me to wear the fucking, is it just a chef's hat? Is there an official name for a chef's hat? I don't know, but I had to wear that fucking thing for the rest of the show. I did. We got out of there and everything was done. Good. But I don't want anybody to see it ever again. No. So if you're on Patreon, if you join Patreon, you're going to get to see it because we're going to upload it there and leave it there. Now that Patreon allows direct things, we're going to do it. But that's it. And I'm not ashamed of putting it up on Patreon. If someone pays $1, they can, but I can't put it on YouTube because those things in there, the algorithm will shut down the channel. It's not worth losing the channel over. No. So don't bug me about that. Well, I don't want to pay for 2 sites. I already paid for 1. Then don't watch the fucking cooking show. How's that? All right. Lions here. We talked about that. No Thursday. Thursday, there will not be a show because Gen Z kid is graduating high school by the skin of his teeth with barely a point. He's ranked last in his class, but he gets a seat at the table. He gets his name on stage. Good stuff. All right. Some of you have been bugging me about what happened with YouTube, and I know what you mean. I actually had a real live conversation with YouTube. Now, you guys know that the big corporations are very difficult to talk to, and Facebook and Twitter, they don't answer your questions. And anytime you get someone in a chat, they just link you to some verbiage you've already seen before. We'd refer you to our special handbook, page 53. Yeah, I've read your fucking handbook. Quit sending me to the handbook. I need to know something here. YouTube is great at discussing things with you, chatting with you, with a real live person, and they'll stay on as long as it needs to get stuff resolved. We know this. I've talked about this before. Whether I'm mad or happy, they're very good about staying online with you until you're done. However, they called me. One of the very few times, now I'm sneaking my hooch in here as we go because my hooch is almost gone. One of the very few times that I pick up a number that's blocked or a private number. One of the very few times. But I don't even know what made me decide to do it. It was a private number, and my wife said, just fucking answer it. I'm like, I don't want to fucking answer it. She goes, just answer it. I said, not answer it. She goes, answer the fucking phone. I go, you don't tell me what to do. She took her shirt and popped out one boob. I answered the phone. True story. Yeah, here we go. Oh, Lance. Name was Lance. Called me from YouTube. And he was happy. Lance was happy. Lance was one of those guys. Hey there, Gen X Talks, man. I'm so glad you answered the phone, man. I'm Lance from YouTube. I'm your YouTube partnership manager. You're part of the manager program, man. I'm Lance, and I'm here to make your day. I said, and you can ask. The kid was sitting here. My wife was sitting here. I said, if you tell me your name one more fucking time, I'm hanging up. What do you mean? I go, you've said your name, Lance, 4 times in your opening monologue. I'm telling you, if you're reading from a script, I'm hanging up. Then he got a little serious. Well, what are you talking about? I said, you're obviously, you got some routine. You talked to 100 people today, and it's late in the day. You're talking to me, and now you're trying to figure out what I'm going to say, and I didn't. I just threw a monkey in the wrench. And you don't. He said, well, I have something to tell you. And I said, I swear to God. So he starts again. He goes, so what I'm here to talk about, Gen X Talks, and he's reading a script, filling in the blanks with our channel name. And this is where I just went out. I should have hung up. In retrospect, the conversation, the damage that I made, the damaging of the relationship that I might have caused with YouTube in this conversation, I probably should have just hung up. But you know me. I want to talk, baby. We got time. Let's go. I'm not doing nothing. You called me. It's your dime. What do you want? He says, well, first of all, I want to tell you how excited I am to be able to talk to you. I'm so excited that you picked up the phone. I absolutely love your channel, Gen X Talks. I love it. You guys are so funny. And I said, what do you mean funny? He says, well, you know, you're funny. I said, what, do I fucking amuse you? You fucking looking at me like, what amuse? Am I funny looking on camera? He said, no. I think your channel's funny. Anybody get the Goodfellas reference? Oh, I fucking went right at him. So after he got done puckering his butt, he goes, no, I just think that what you guys do is really funny. I said, do you even watch the channel? He says, Lance goes, well, what do you mean? I said, we produce videos about the violent killings of dolphins in the South China Sea. We advocate for dolphin freedom. What the fuck is funny about that, you asshole? Man, this kid had to be 27 years old, and he was he was shitting himself on the other end of the phone because God help him if his this phone call is recorded for quality assurance. God help if his supervisors find out the road he's now gone down and that YouTube is against and making fun of the killing of dolphins in the South China Sea. I fucking laid into him. You guys don't think I do this shit off the cuff? You don't think that I'm that fast to say this shit? There's no script in front of me right here. Lion's sitting next to me. He's drinking. And he would attest. He goes, there's no layout. I'm just fucking freeballing it, baby. I'm going. The South China Sea thing. He was like, well, I was, no. We very much love dolphins. I said, Lance, shut the fuck up. I'm fucking with you. I want to see if you've really seen the channel or not, which you haven't. You know what he does? You know what the balls on this guy? He goes right back to going, okay, so what I want to do is point out the 4 things you're doing wrong with Gen X Talks. He went right back to the fucking script after I let him off the hook, after his heart started beating again, after he took a breath and started breathing again. He composed himself, no apologies, didn't admit that he doesn't watch the channel, went right back to shit. So here we go. And now I'm on speakerphone. I put him on speakerphone so my wife could hear, my kid could hear. They're dying not even to be able to control themselves. They're going, oh my fucking Christ. And my son's going, don't do it, Dad. You're going to fuck up the channel. My wife is raising her glass of wine going, fucking take him down. Take him fucking down. She didn't give a shit at all. So I, of course, went with my wife. All right, let's get to the next part. He says, there's 4 things you're doing wrong with your channel, and I'm here to help you. And I said, well, thank God you're here, Lance, because I didn't know what we were doing wrong. You know, we'd only built a really weird niche in YouTube that no one else is doing. We've got 400,000 subscribers. We have 1,000 members. There's a ton of people that dig what we're doing. But thank God you've arrived to save the fucking day by telling me the shit I'm not doing right. Hold on a second while I go take a shit and come back here and have a frown on my face where I grab my hat and I can humbly come before you and say, Lance, please help us save the day. What are we doing wrong, Lance? He goes, what do you mean? I go, I said, Lance, do you have a YouTube channel? He goes, yeah. And I said, and you work for YouTube? He goes, yeah. I said, so you know the rules of YouTube and the things of YouTube that make a YouTube channel grow, don't you? He goes, well, yeah, of course, it's my job. And I said, all right, I don't know shit. You work there and know everything. I'm a new person. You're a pro. He goes, well, yeah, I wouldn't say it that way, but I get what you're saying. I said, okay. My son has 400 and some thousand subscribers. Just to be clear, with your wisdom, your age, your expertise, how many do you have? Well, not as many of you, of course. I said, so should we turn the phone call around? Should I be lecturing you? Lance, I'm glad you called today. I'm going to help you get some subscribers. Let me help you build your channel. And he says, now, I have never been in a human resources situation. I've never been in a job interview situation where this kind of stuff, you know what he says? He goes, well, yeah, sometimes reversing what we're discussing, sometimes that can be a helpful exercise. What'd you have in mind? I said, I don't have anything in mind. I'm fucking with you. I'm not, you called me, dumbass. I didn't call YouTube and go, you would like me to help you make your shit better? Fire everybody under 30. Let's start there. I didn't say that. And Lance goes, you know, he's, well, I'm under 30. I said, Lance, I'm not telling you to quit your job or get fired. I'm telling you that that's not a useful exercise. When I try to turn this around on you, don't tell me it's a useful exercise. Tell me that's not why you called and put me back in check and let's get on with it. He goes, okay, well, there's 4 things, sir. There's 4 things that we have to accomplish here to grow your channel. Would you care to hear what they are? Hey, can I have this? Can you open that for me? I need to drink more. When he says, when he looks on the phone, he's like, there's 4 things. Can I share those with you? Can I share the 4 things with you that you need to grow your channel? I gave him to my cousin Vinny. I sat back and said, I would love to hear this. I would love to hear what you got to say. All right, Lion has opened up. Didn't take, you know, nobody opens alcohol faster than Lionheart. We have competitions and races on staff here. Two Bear comes close, but, you know, Two Bear's married, so he's had practice of running to the bottle, so to speak. But Lion's got it down. Lion's been doing this since he was 12 years old. So I gave him to my cousin Vinny. I said, I would love to hear this. He goes, all right, look it. First, I want to talk to you about YouTube Shorts. I said, YouTube Shorts, okay. What do you want to talk about? He goes, are you familiar with YouTube Shorts? I said, well, my son's got about 300 of them posted. He goes, oh, hang on. And he gets onto his screen. He's looking at something. He goes, yeah. And as he's typing, click, 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 he goes, yeah, but the last time you posted was, May 25th. I'm like, yeah, 4 days ago. I'm sorry, sweetheart. Am I not doing enough for you here? Is our channel not doing it? He goes, no. Okay, well, okay. Out of the 4 things, you're doing that one. You're doing that one. I said, all right. So you don't know anything about shouldn't you have looked up that information first before you called me? Before you sound like a horse's ass? He goes, okay, well, I'm on it like this. And remember, this is live, loudspeaker time with my son and my wife. They were there for the whole thing. I'm telling you, Gen Z kid was laughing his fucking ass off so bad about this. He was, I mean, literally sitting right in front of me like he was a kid at a campfire going, go get him, Dad, go get him. It was hilarious. Second thing says, we really like you to, we think you could benefit from live streams and super chats. I said, you think that our channel could benefit from live streams and super chats?
You should do more. They said you should,
you
should do more.
Yeah. He said we should do more. I'll turn on that mic so you guys can talk. Yeah, what'd they say, kid?
They said you should do more. You said you should frequently do live streams and collect super chats and super stickers.
And I said to the guy, I said, well, let's see, we do 3 bottom of the glass shows and 2 world shows. I said, we're on 5 times a week. You think we should do more?
And you know what he said? He said, you know, that's great, Gen X. You know, that's great. You know, moving on.
Yeah, he's like, there's nowhere for him to go. He's like, oh, you're on 5 times a week. You really do 5 live streams a week? Yeah, fucker. What the fuck, man? Yes, we do.
We cuss.
And you get super chat. So yeah, your guys' microphone's on. Just I ain't got you on camera, but you can talk. So yeah, so the kid's sitting here. He's like, again, I'm just ripping this guy to fucking shreds. Then he goes, okay, but that was kind of 3 and 4 was 2 of those. But he goes, you're not taking advantage of the premiere program. You don't post any premieres. Why
you don't do premieres.
And I said, because I don't know what the fuck they are.
And I'm sitting there going, because I know what a premiere
He's
is.
having a shit fit. The kid's going like this. I know what they are.
I know exactly what they are.
Like, well, we never do them.
No, we haven't. Though we probably should.
We've never done one. And so now the guy feels like all of a sudden he's got me. Oh, so you don't do premieres, huh? Well, that explains everything why your channel's so fucked up. You don't do premieres. I'm like, okay, what the fuck is a premiere? He goes, well, what you do here is basically, and I'm going to summarize because Lance went on for like half an hour.
He did. He went on for a long time about premieres.
He had a script to read, didn't he? He had to read all the.
I don't know. He was trying to explain what a premiere was, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh my god, I could explain this to him way better."
Yeah,
than like what's going on.
My son goes, Dad, hold on a second. He's like, gave me 3 sentences, and I'm like, oh, that's it. He goes, yeah, this guy's just 3 sentences. My son gave it to me, and the kid basically summarized. He goes, a premiere is a video that you post like any other video, but you're live. You can have a comment section. You can interact with people during the premiere. It's kind of like I'm on a live stream now with comments and we're talking, but instead of me being on the screen, it's the video. And as the video plays, we can talk, we can interact.
I even like gave him a real world example. It's like inviting all your friends over to watch Super Bowl. Everyone's coming over to watch the same video.
Right. We're all watching the same video. So when he got done, I'm like, you could have said that in like 3 sentences like my son. He goes, well, essentially, yeah, your son's right. That's what it is. Now, this is the part that I loved. He goes, now listen, Gen X Dad, I want to ask you right now, can I get you to commit to doing a premiere for me? Can I get you to commit to some premieres? And I said, I literally, this is where I've never seen my wife spit wine out of her nose from laughing, but we were this close. He says, now, Gen X Dad, can I get you to commit? I'm looking for a commitment right now. Can I get you to commit to doing a premiere for me? I said, you act like you're selling me a fucking car. I'm not buying a fucking car from you, you fucking used car salesman. And then I said, what are you going to commit to do for me? He goes, what do you mean? I said, well, this is a symbiotic relationship here. You're asking me for some shit. I'm supposing at some point you're going to say, Gen X Dad, if you're willing to commit to a premiere for me for YouTube,
here's what I'll do for you.
Here's what I'll do for you. Right. You think that was coming next. He'd say, this is what I'm willing to do for you. So I explained it to him that way. I said, at some point, you're going to say what you're willing to do for me. You're asking something of me. Come on now. If this is a YouTube partnership, I'm expecting the partnership isn't just you lecturing me about shit, shit you clearly don't know. What are you going to do? Well, I can offer you the benefit that comes along with doing a premiere, and it will raise your social status. And I said, I don't give a fuck about my social status. You can go fuck yourself. Well, I said, no offense to you personally, but any 26-year-old who calls up telling me ways that he promises me if I commit to something, you're going to raise my personal stature, my personal, my presence on the internet, go fuck off. I don't give a shit. He's like, well, now I think you're taking this wrong. I go, I'm taking it for what you're saying, and you're fucking this up at every turn. I said, you know what? I'll do a premiere. I said, I'll do a premiere. I'll get my kid to figure out what a premiere is. I'll get him to film a premiere. I'll get him to post a premiere, and we'll call it the Lance premiere, just for you, Lance, because you're the guy. He goes, okay, that's great. That's great. Can I ask you one more thing? I said, yeah. Why the fuck not? You've asked a ton of me tonight. You clearly don't know shit about the channel. You're reading from a script. Yeah, why not? Go ahead. Ask another favor, buddy. We've been friends for 45 minutes. Now ask me another favor. He goes, well, I'm very thankful you picked up the phone, but I've been sending you emails for like 3 months now. This is a personal favor. Would you please respond to my emails? I said, well, technically, I think I've responded to about 11 of them. He goes, yeah, but you just write unsubscribe. You can't. He goes, you write unsubscribe and you send it to me. That's not really responding. I said, all right. So Lance sent me an email, and I said, Lance, this is confirmation that I got your email, and this is your merry fucking reply. And then I signed it. And then I sent it back to him. That was YouTube. And I wasn't even drinking. But that's the gist of the entire fucking conversation that was recorded and went to his bosses, because at the end they asked me, would you like to do a survey? Yes, I would. You know, how was your survey? And I fucking hit every bad thing on there so his supervisors would flag that conversation and go listen to it. So Lance is probably going to have to work for Facebook next week, but that was really funny. Gen X Talks phone conversation will be in 2 places. They're going to post that in their. It's going to come up in their training videos on how to deal with a customer, a client, which is us. And it's also, it was so good, and I'm probably leaving some stuff out. It was so good. It's going to make their Christmas party. You know, when businesses they play videos, security camera, and so this will make their Christmas real. Yeah, the next Christmas party, they're going to say, and we have this conversation. They'll play it. It was that fucking good. Yeah. I did. It was the 4 things they were beating the shit out of me was the shorts, the longer videos, which is we do the 2-minute drills. We talked about that, and then the super chat, and then the premiere. Oh, I left out one important story. No. I'm sorry for those of you hanging up and moving on. This was probably one of the best. I forgot about one of the best parts of the whole thing. So hang on. The story is at the bottom of this glass. I got to go get it. Oh, you're going to like this. This was one where this kid choked on his own dick. Ready? We were talking about shorts. No, Gen X Mom, you were there. Remember when I talked about the video that they flagged? Yeah. And they wouldn't give us any ad revenue. They said, well, this is inappropriate for advertising. We're going to leave it up. It's close. We're going to leave it up. But it's not suitable for advertising. You violated the community guidelines. So I asked the guy, I said, I need you to explain this to me. You're my YouTube partner. You're my guy. It was it was a short Gen X dad versus a millennial, that whiny fucking millennial kid. You know that one that just came up a few days ago? All right. And I said, could you look up that video? Now, he has my account pulled up. I said, he goes, oh, yeah. I see. I said, watch the video. It's 1 minute long. He took a minute, watched the video. He goes, well, I'm not really, I can't really say what they decide. But as YouTube, I can tell you that you got to be careful that you don't hate millennials. I said, maybe I fucking do. Well, you don't hate all millennials. But maybe I do. Who cares? Am I not allowed to hate people? Well, we don't promote hate. There's clearly some things that are in violation of the community guidelines. So we didn't pull the video, but clearly they saw this and they felt they had to demonetize the advertising. Clearly. I said, okay. I said, all right. And I said, all right, I get you with that. I said, can I ask you for some help on something else? And he was very strong on this. He was very like, when it got to community guidelines violations, which apparently he has to deal with in these conversations quite often, he was very adamant. Well, we have rules. You will follow. We are strict. We are established. I'm sorry. And I backed down quite a bit. And during this back down, my wife is she's looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? Why is this even a thing? Why ever she just ran out, you should probably go help her. Because something's fucking wrong. Why are you backing down? And I let him do it. I let the whole thing just kind of unfold. All right? Then I said, would you look up another video? And I gave him the title of the video. And he looked it up. He goes, well, that's the same video. I said, no, it's not. But yes, it is. I said, this is a video that has like 1 million views on YouTube. It's on our channel. We posted it over a year ago. It's monetized. No community violations. No community guidelines problems. It's making a few bucks. It is a monetized, passed the test, passed the algorithm, passed review. Everybody looked, and it's been up for over a year. All I did was copy it and paste it to remind people, and I called it a different name. I said, hey, remember when we did this video? And I put it up, and you flagged it. And he got real quiet. And I said, now, it's the same fucking video. I didn't change anything about the video at all. Not a word, not the back. I didn't add or subtract anything to it. How come over here it's a good, upstanding video, and over here it's a flagged piece of shit, and you're yelling at me and reading me the community guidelines? He took a couple minutes to review both videos. He was trying to find where I had added, changed, and I didn't. We literally just reposted it saying, hey, you guys remember this? And most of you do. Most of you replied in there going, oh, I remember this video. It's fucking cool. I remember this. This was one of my favorite videos. It's really fucking cool. Most of you remember that. But he didn't have an answer. And he got real quiet. He's looking at, I said, hey, Lance, you still there? And he goes, well, yeah. And I said, let me just help you out with this shit. This is how your fucked up algorithms don't treat people fairly. This is how you piss people off to where they don't want to be part of YouTube, where they don't want to do shit. It's the same fucking video. So don't tell me you have criteria. Don't tell me you have standards. Don't tell me there's a list of things that you adhere to, like the Bible of Google, the Bible of YouTube. Fucking bullshit, Lance. Bullshit. And I said, before you speak, all you're going to say is, well, you know, to be fair, Gen X Dad, to be fair, probably both videos should have been demonetized. And I will tell you, no, both videos should have been left alone. Before you even open your mouth, before you run down that road, I told the guy, Lance, you've been on this planet 5 minutes compared to me. 5 minutes. I've been on this planet half a fucking century. I've learned a few things through my own fuck ups, which are many. I'd stack my fuck ups against any of yours anytime you want. I have a list that's quite nicely put together. I let him off the hook again, and we moved on from that conversation. But he got it. Fucking got it. Well, then you come in here to a microphone. You're not going to holler over my shoulder, goddammit. I want you guys to know that when I had the chance to be on the phone with anyone at YouTube, I fucking went full bore. And it wasn't just an asshole. I led them into a few traps and let them see the error of their ways. Go ahead, kid. What's up?
But we love Lance. We do. We really do.
Wow. Yes, we do. Lance is our favorite guy we've ever talked to.
Hey, look. We're very lucky to be part of the YouTube partnership program.
Oh, my God.
And we love talking to Lance. He's great. He has his flaws, but, you know, he's human. He's human.
We shit.
You know, you just sit here.
We really, okay.
This is the owner of the channel speaking.
We need to appreciate the fact that we have Lance and that we're not just talking to a brick wall.
Why don't you just remind him, Lance, my dad's drunk right now, so don't.
Yeah, for real. He's drunk. You know, you can't even.
I'm sober. You're a dick.
We can't trust anything you say when you're sober either.
No,
so you know
the whole thing's a big misunderstanding. You're right. We're wrong. Google's great. Gen X Talks clearly doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about. We're just a bunch of misguided dillholes stepping on our dicks every step of the way.
We wouldn't be here today if YouTube wasn't a platform, so we appreciate it, you know, and we appreciate the fact that we can get one step closer into talking with you guys, getting a partner.
Okay, if you pass out any more hand jobs to Google, I'm going to disown you.
Well, you know, after Low Torque, you know, someone's got to fill in a little bit.
So yeah, Low Torque was our hand job.
We take turns.
Anyway, I promised you guys that I would tell you what the fuck is going on here. I promised you guys I would tell you what happened with YouTube. I caught that. I forgot that last story. There was a lot. We were on the phone for over an hour, and I wanted to give you guys the exact rundown. But YouTube has moved us and Gen X Talks up the rungs of the ladder, where we have phone numbers we can call now. We can have consultations. In fact, this guy, to Lance's credit, he was so determined. He's like, you know what? You bring up a lot of good points. I need to refer you to the guys in the office that handle reviews and community guidelines violations. They're supposed to call. Not an email. Now, I bet that there's just a handful of people on the planet that talk to them because they don't want to fucking talk to people. Follow the guidelines or fuck off. But I fill out every survey And the kid fills out every survey. We answer every email. We participate in all their programs. We love YouTube in general. We do. I mean, how many of you guys use YouTube? We all do. I love YouTube in general. But I would like to shift how they do some things to be a little less Mark Zuckerberg and a little more Elon Musk. That was one of the things I told him. I said, if you come down and be part of one of our podcasts, we'll respect you a little more. And he goes, I'm prohibited to be part of anyone's program. I said, just so you know, if Mark Zuckerberg comes down here and he's on a Gen X Talk podcast, we're fucking out of here. Facebook will be our home if Mark Zuckerberg comes down and sits across this dining room table and has a conversation with me, and you guys won't do it. I mean, Zuckerberg's the CEO, and you're just some fucking guy who stopped dumping the trash last week, and now you're making cold calls to people. So don't act like you're more important than Mark Zuckerberg, which he laughed. He thought it was funny. I was playing to the crowd at the moment, and it was a good day, but we definitely are going to make their Christmas real. All right. With that being said, I'm going to click back to my buddy Lionheart right here. And put your pants back on and quit pulling on your dick. We got something to do right here. We're going to drink right now. Lionheart, senior staff member, when I say we're drinking to the bottom of the glass nation, he takes that seriously. It's not a fucking around. He really appreciates all you guys. Lionheart is our Discord server overlord. He runs a Discord server with a heavy but fair hand. But when I tell you guys that Lion and I are drinking to you guys, we're not fucking around. We really appreciate everything you guys contribute and everything you guys do. This drink is for you guys, the bottom of the glass nation. Oh, I know. Me too.
On top.
What'd you think of that stuff with YouTube there? What do you think of this story? You fucking laughing your ass off.
I know.
Hey, turn the mic towards you.
Well, it was towards me.
But it's not now.
All right. Now, how about...
That was a real story. That really happened. They called me. They've never called me before.
Well, Lance?
Yeah, Lance. I've never heard from Lance.
Call me.
You just told Lance to call you?
Yeah.
Lance, don't call. You think you got some shit from me. Okay, imagine me without the filter, Lance. You call Lion, there's no filter.
You get all kind of lionisms.
Lance could be talking to you about the YouTube program. You're going to go, trash is pink.
Boy, do I got stuff to tell you.
Oh, my God. All right, so we were going to have an auction tonight. What the fuck, man?
I got paper here.
Okay, now listen to me. This is important. I thought we were getting pretty close to the you guys have donated money to the studio. You have donated money to... does anyone know if Mrs. Four is in tonight?
She's here.
She has to be. I will shut off the fucking program right now if she's not here.
She just drank with us.
Okay, because I'll pull the plug right now. I love Mrs. Four. Everybody has donated. Everybody has talked. Everybody is committed to something for the studio, not just because of Gen X Talks, but as Lion and I were talking today about, I shared with him some inside stuff about what we were thinking about the KGXT radio and the guests. That could be something big. Would you not agree?
Well, I fully agree.
It could be something it could be a failure, but it could be fucking something
Long
huge.
form factor.
Yeah. So, but then Lion hit me with some bad news. If you guys, we didn't post. I'm going to talk about pictures we posted in the staff thread. Like everybody gets to see that shit. Do you remember the picture of Gen X Mom and Lion with the pencil and paper? And nobody saw that shit.
I did.
Well, I know you did. I guess that's good if we're just going to talk.
Yeah, we're good.
What it came out to be, my wife went out there with pieces of paper. Loud Trouble LLC, Loud One, donated a fucking chunk. Did he not? Of Home Depot. He's like, you guys need fucking drywall. You need insulation. You need screws. What are those fucking boxes called? The boxes?
Gang boxes.
Gang boxes.
Yeah.
Loud One.
So I call other things.
Fucking got out his Home Depot card and maxed it out. He did great for us. We love him. He did so much. Mrs. Four, I'm bound by security contract not to tell you what she did, other than what you guys know publicly. And she fucking got the ball further down the field than we could have. Then my wife came to me, standing in front of me naked, and asked me, and I did a huge fucking thing. And with all three of us putting in and all the stuff you guys have done, $10, $5, $20, $50, $40, Lion came to me with a little bit of bad news today. He's like, that's good. That's great. I can put all this stuff together. I'll be done. But we need more. I'm like, fuck, really? What do you? He goes, well, we got to do this, and we got to do this, and we got to get in for the ground cable, and we got to bury the stuff in the concrete. We got to cut the concrete. He isn't wrong. He's fucking spot on the fucking money. But we need I'm not rich. I'm not even fucking close. And if I'm not rich, Lion's fucking bunk ass poor boat. He's
That's beyond that.
if I'm poor, that motherfucker's a broke ass son of a bitch. You know, we're drinking the last bottles of hooch and we ain't got no money and we don't care. That's okay. But what we're gonna do is Loud One has sponsored an auction tonight. Now I'm gonna try not to fuck this up too bad. Let me go back to just me for a minute. Hold on now. Let me get back to you. This is mine. This is mine. You can't have this one. But we are going to auction off a decanter, 2 custom engraved glasses, a custom engraved decanter, and it comes with 2 of these. I didn't show you these, man. You're going to dig this shit. Let me go back to my picture
I have seen
of
those.
both of us. You saw this?
Yeah.
What's it made of?
Slate.
Oh, fuck. He's not wrong. This is slate. This is stone. For the KGXT studios, these are coasters. Yeah, fuck, I'm drunk. Coasters. And we got coasters and 2 big glasses, 8 lowball glasses, and the custom decanter. We're going to auction this off. The money is going to go towards the studio. This is one of a kind. There's only 3 out there in the world ever. Sun Valley Fox made one for me just because he loves me. And I actually think it was his wife. I don't think Sun Valley Fox digs me whatsoever. After all, I'm married to his sister. He didn't like that. But my sister-in-law, who is the most lovely woman on the fucking planet, I think she did this. But she gave me one. Who else has got one? Somebody else had one. There's 3 of these out there.
Loud One.
Loud One's got one of his own. No, there was somebody else that had one too. We did. There's 3 of these out there. But what I'm going to do is whoever wins this, I'm going to custom engrave a special message just for you, from me, from Gen X Talks to you. Like if Mrs. 4 won this, I would have because I know her, I love her, I would have a very special message for her. If you guys win something, I'm going to write something on here for you. Now, how this is going to work is we're going to open up the auction and we're going to start taking bids. And Lionheart, 2 Bear is going to do, because 2 Bear's already ready to write this shit down, whether we tell him or not. 2 Bear double checks our facts. He's a sergeant at arms, senior staff member. 2 Bear's the man. He's going to write it down. And I also have my wife, Gen X Mom. She's in her office. She's going to write shit down. So between all of us, we're not. I'd say you're writing this shit down, but you're fucking drunk. You're going to write.
I brought a pen.
So what? That doesn't fucking mean shit. You're going to have some scribble on there. It ain't going to mean dick.
I can't read it.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to open the auction now. You can put money on for yourself. Add for yourself. If you say $10 more, $10 more, $10 more, there is a running tab for you to win this. All right. And I want you to know something too. It's not just the decanter. Gen X Mom's going to put in t-shirts, hats, stickers, a signed picture, all the shit you can burn when you get it because you don't want it. But we're going to send it anyway. You're going to get more than this decanter. You're going to get a fucking box full of cool shit from us. I might even send you my firstborn son. Although he's a fucking idiot, so who cares?
I'll send you my socks.
What's that?
I'll send my socks with it.
And Lion's going to send signed... will you sign them?
Yeah. Well,
signed autographed socks from Lion. You're going to get all this shit in the box if you win this.
I'm wearing them right now.
The ones he's wearing right now. Stank and all. You're getting it. All right. You can add for yourself. You can put your name down. My name, $2, my name, $2, $10. But you can also put money on for other people. If you see someone who's doing well and you want to go, I'm putting in $10 for that person. I'm putting in $20 for that person. You can vote for someone else. Now, the good news, there's some good news. Loud One, who wins every fucking auction that he wants to win, has agreed, because he's the sponsor, not to participate in the auction. For the first time ever, you will not be bidding against Loud One, which is a fucking goddamn miracle, because when Loud One wants something that is being auctioned off here, he fucking just bids up until he gets it. He just he's drinking, he's fucking hitting the button while he goes. He doesn't care. He wants it. All right, he's agreed to stay out. Loud One, put your drink in one hand, put your dick in the other hand, and stay the fuck out of this one. You know, I'm really surprised about something.
Yes.
Sun Valley Fox never bids on these things.
I don't think he even comments.
No. Well, he can't comment because he watches on TV.
Well, how is he logged in?
He's not.
He's got to be.
No, he's not. He actually texts my wife personally, and then she tells us what's going on. He's not on there.
He doesn't text me.
No, he doesn't text you.
I don't even know if
And
he's real.
you know what? He won't even spend $1 to be part of Patreon or $1 to be part of the Legion of X. Not even an extra.
Here, I'll spend $2 right now.
Well, there we go. Now Lionheart is going to gift Sun Valley Fun. I don't think he has a YouTube account. You can't find his name. You can't gift him anything.
He's not even here.
No, you know what? His wife is here. His wife is engaging. His wife is a wonderful, warm, rational human being that participates in these type of events because she gives, never takes. The Sun Valley Fox, it's kind of an old asshole.
The Sun Valley Fox texted, I'm still saving.
The Sun Valley Fox texted, he's still saving.
Well, get your pesos together.
Get your pesos out. All right. So just so you know, you can pay on PayPal. The link is pinned to the top. You can pay on PayPal. You can pay in Super Chats. If you want to participate in a fun auction right now for the studio fund, because as Lion says, we fucking need more. He's very polite about it. He's very cool about it. But he fucking laid the hammer down on me today. And he's like, you got to get me some more money because I got some shit I got to do. He's like Han Solo. He's got delusions of grandeur beyond what I can afford. But I'm going to try to get him there because I want something to be pro. We brought in the right guy for the job. He surveyed the situation. Literally, after he got here, he sent my ass out to go get more stuff. We're missing this. We're missing this. We're missing that. Did I not go out?
You went out.
Did I not find some stuff?
You left me to dig holes, but I'm still here.
You were digging holes and pouring concrete, but
Yeah.
we were gone, baby.
Yeah.
Sheets, check.
All right, let me go through the sheets. Then we're going to begin the auction. I'm going to leave Lionheart, senior staff member, up here on camera. You can either look at his mug or mine.
Well, definitely looking at me.
No, they're not. He's not definitely going. I mean, did you see me today?
I mean, I have.
It's me.
Yeah.
All right.
I ain't got shit.
All right. I'm looking between the sheets. I got to go between the sheets. I'm way behind between the sheets. I do a problem. I fall between the sheets often. I get behind between the sheets often. Ask any girl I've ever had sex with. This is not my forte, but I'm giving my best effort. They always label me as the effort guy. Yeah. What do they say that gets you banned? Small dick, but a pile driving asshole. That's me, baby. Loud one, $2. Bids are by donation, not just the pledge. Yeah, you can't pledge it. You can't. Loud one's right. You can't just raise your hand and say, "I'd like to give." No. You send it through Super Chat. You send it through Cash App. You send it through PayPal or what's the fucking other one? Venmo. Venmo's the other one.
And cash me.
Mrs. Fort Watton, $50. Let's get the ball rolling. $50 for Mrs. Fort Watton has started it off. Christina Dvorak, how long is the auction? That's a good question. Let's go till 7:45. That's a half hour. 30 minutes for the auction. Christina, great question there. Mrs. Ford, Lionheart is a very dashing fellow. But she didn't call you handsome.
It's okay.
So I'm okay with that. I'm
still
I'm
sexier.
strangely okay with that. I don't know. Now, Mrs. Ford just called some other man dashing. It caused me to drink. Mrs. Ford, you are responsible for my liver and the transplant that I'm going to need because of the things that you say.
I think I'm the problem with that.
Yeah, Lionheart's the problem. I don't know why I'm blaming her, but I'm blaming Mrs. Ford. All right, Lionheart dropped in $2. The whore is here. Lionheart is the $2 whore tonight. Don't forget that. Yvonne Steyer, new member. Hey, Lionheart's a pretty nice-looking guy.
Yeah, looks are deceiving.
Well, the problem is he knows that his wife's watching. Now, I got to tell you, if his wife wasn't here, he'd be like, that's right, I'm a good-looking guy, and my telephone number is 555, help me out. But he's not doing that tonight because we're playing nice. I'm pretending I'm married. He's pretending he's married. We're a couple of married guys having a good time. What'd you just do? The ring on your finger?
I had to show it.
Do you know how bad it looks when I don't have a ring on my finger?
Mine flexes.
No, yours is good. I tell you, you know what? I don't have a ring on my finger because I own this shit. I'll put a ring on my finger when I fucking want to. No woman owns me.
Mom.
Don't you think? Don't call my wife in here for that shit. Oh, hey, Lion, that's a pretty good looking guy. James Rustic, hey, Lion, are you building a humidor in the studio. Now, remember to lean in talking to the mic so they can hear you. I don't think we talked about that.
We have not talked about that, but it is now on the list.
Is there a way to actually get all the smoke out of a room? Because Gen X Mom loves the smell of my stogies, but she probably couldn't be in the room with it if it was confined. Like if we're outside smoking by the fire pit, which you and I are going to do this week, we're going to light a fire and go out there and drink and smoke. She's okay with that. She loves the flavor and the smell whispering by, but in a room, I don't know, man. Could you vent that? Could you vent it out?
Charcoal filter.
Really? Mm-hmm. That is something to consider. We had not considered that. And right James is my wife's personal attorney, and she loves him to death. We can't get into more than that. Loud one, $5. Come on, people. Bid against Mrs. Four. Well, we haven't officially opened the auction. Mark Wiedow, member for 12 months, best bar ever. Love Mark. Mark's been around a bunch now. Tim Mitchell, member for 7 months. He's an extra. Tim, thanks for hanging out. 6 months longer than I thought you were going to. It's a true story. Diane Black, member for 10 months. Legion X, bottom of the Glass Nation. Love this family. Diane, you're not wrong. We're a family. What's that?
I said I love this family.
It is a tight-knit group that you just can't describe. It's a real thing. I would have not thought so 2 years ago. If someone said, you're going to have an internet family, I'd have said, fuck that. That's not real. I was wrong. I was fucking wrong. Some of the interactions I've had with you guys on a personal level, things you've done for me, things I've done for you. Internet is a conduit. Internet is a fucking conduit. Diane, I love you, and I'm with you on that. John Morgan, $5. Let's get started. Loud one, Apple Crown Fund. David Black, when am I supposed to come help you guys or just sit and drink with you? We're going to be here from tomorrow on all the way to the 8th. So David, you are welcome anytime. David Black is a senior viewer, senior subscriber, senior contributor. David Black and I can talk about cars with that guy all day long. He can come and drink and help out. David, come over and we'll both sit in chairs and we'll drink and we'll yell at Lion telling him to do shit. No, it's a good
I'll
fun.
drink too. It's fun.
All right, where are we? Christopher Pekarak. Pekarak?
What?
Dude, your name's Pekarak?
I love it.
Pekarak? We got to change the pronunciation because it sounds like it says David Dickerack.
French.
It's French. $1.99. Shouldn't you be teaching your son something?
Oh, yeah, he's right upstairs.
Now, why would he write that? David Pekarak. First of all,
because he was here for that night.
David Pekarak comes to the channel with the name of Pekarak and says, shouldn't you be teaching your son something?
I'll find him.
With the name Pekarak, you really want me to go down this road? You want to spar with me after I've had 5 or 6 shots on an empty stomach? You want to go toe-to-toe with me? And why aren't you teaching your son something? You the whole bottom of the Glass Nation is screaming slice, slice, slice. David, I literally, you pederass. It's not David Pekarak, it's David Pederass. That's what it is. I've watched Big Lebowski. I know what I'm talking about. I really don't have time to put you in your place. So let's just assume that as always, I kick the shit out of you. You know what? Can you put him in a timeout?
I'm looking.
Can you find Pekarak and put Pekarass and put him in a timeout?
How do you spell it?
I don't know. She erased it from the screen. I told you she does it. She erases the shit from the screen before I'm done talking. I don't know what Pekarass's name is.
I'm looking through one eye right now. Trying to find
Yeah, you're all looking through squinting going, I can't. You're on camera. People can look at you squinting going.
This whole time I'm on camera?
This whole time you're on camera.
I'm severely okay.
Oh, all right. Some staff take Pekarass and put him in his fucking corner.
Yeah, find that fucker.
Hey, pal, $10 from Christopher. Didn't say where, so any unallocated funds go to the whiskey fund. Hi, timeout is censorship against the First Amendment. Moderators are lame. Censorship. Is that what he wrote in PayPal?
That's old. But fuck that guy.
Timeout is censorship. Okay. Well, you know what? When you get your own channel, when you get your own live stream, when you get your own podcast, you can make your own rules. Until then, fuck you. If we don't like what you're saying, you're fucking out of here. We want a happy bar. You're the guy at the bar that everybody wants to get rid of. And guys like Lionheart and me, we pick up and we escort out to the parking lot and tell you to go fucking home to your mom or in your basement and get on your keyboard. You're a keyboard warrior, nothing more. That's it. We fucking, guys like Lion and I, we get rid of guys like you. Just fucking go. We don't give a shit. PayPal, Sammy Joe, $25 towards the whiskey fund. Also, a word of advice for Lion.
Good fucking luck.
You got to lean in when you talk.
Oh, good fucking luck.
There you go. Also, a word of advice for Lion. I'm not out there, so don't flip off a random girl again. Don't ruin the studio and have fun. Love you, buddy. Now, I know you've got history with Sammy Joe, the sugar mama, but we got to take her in context. Maybe she hasn't adjusted her medication. Perhaps she's had too little or too much.
Too little.
Okay.
She needs more.
And Lion has said you need to up your medication so you can conduct yourself accordingly. Sammy Joe, sugar mama, we love you, comma, but I'm gonna leave it open right there.
We'll figure it out.
Kylo Ren's gaming. Isn't Kylo Ren a Star Wars guy? Kylo Ren, wasn't he Han Solo's son? Kylo Ren?
Twice removed.
Twice removed. Mr. Gen X, thank you for these. There really is no manual for being a dad, but thank you for being a solid role model when there's no more role models. Kylo Ren, I'm just fucking with you about your name. I know who you mean. If the things that my kid fucking bothers me with and we say to you guys resonates good in any way, then we're grateful and we're thankful. I don't agree with how kids are being raised these days on the most part, but there are definitely some solid individuals in my country, the United States of America, that believe in raising kids with patriotism and loyalty and traditions, and I'm thankful for that. And I'm not talking about the fucked up things that went on, because that's always what racist people say. Oh, you like traditions like slavery and segregate. No, you're just a fucking idiot bringing those shit up. I'm talking about good values in America that exist then, that exist now, and I'm thankful for people like you that reason things out and do good. So you're thanking me. I appreciate that, but I'm thanking you. And thank you for commenting tonight. I appreciate it.
Blow through the sheets, then start the auction.
Okay, I've been told to blow through the sheets and start the auction. Daman Channel, $1.99. Cheers to the whiskey fund. Thank you, Daman. And who is that? Shoeless one. Shoeless Joe Jackson, my favorite White Sox player from 1919. Shoeless Joe gifted to Phoenix Common Star. I direct messaged you, Phoenix Marcus, and you didn't reply.
Call me.
Yeah. I had a conversation with Lions senior staff. We worked some shit out today, and you fucking didn't call me. Stony B Gaming, Edward Carroll, Stacey Aaron, and Cops and Roberts. Okay, those are the people that now have access to the secret behind the scenes shit. You got to go see it. You got to go check it out. It's on the YouTube channel on the community section. Patrick Tierney, he wrote that to me the other day. He wrote, "Here's how you say my fucking name." But I've had a few shots.
Me too.
I can't remember what he said, and I can't remember how to say
What's
it.
his first name?
Patrick Tierney.
We'll call him Pat.
TR. He told me, he wrote, he goes, "This is how you say my name," and I got it right. But that was many.
Maybe we should call him Pat T.
Pat T. Pat T's in here. Pat T, I love you. But that was many drinks of whiskey ago, and I can't remember what I fucking said. You know what? I'm going to make a switch right here. I got to quit drinking the shot glasses. I'm going to go for this one. I don't know if this one's still available for sale on the website. The Gen X. No.
That's part of your decanter.
Oh, yeah.
Don't show that.
No, don't show that. we have some of these engraved on the website. Gen X Mom made some limited edition engraved. There are not many left. There's a few left. But if you want one. But I'm going to do something different. I keep pouring shot glasses and trying to drink with Lion. I think I need to just pour a lowball glass in reference to my sister-in-law, not the one I love and adore, but my sister-in-law, the hypochondriac that has everything wrong with her, that drinks alcohol 24/7 and ruins my life along with hers. I'm going to sip out of this because I can get a lot further down the road. That's what Lion's doing. He's drinking out of the General's 9 inches. He's on his fourth one. I'm trying to catch up. Here you go.
Send her my way. I'll make her happy.
I got a sister-in-law no one can make happy. Not even God can make her happy.
Damn.
RPG Dad, member for 8 months. Bottom of the Glass Nation. Hello, Bottom of the Glass. Hope everyone is doing good. That's RPG. I hope you guys responded to him. Loud One. Got sidetracked. I'm next to an army barracks. They just did a 10-minute version of the last post. I got chills every time I hear that. Patriotism runs deep, baby. Stephen Alicia, $2. Sign the socks now, Lion. Okay, don't do that. Don't fucking start stripping down right now, and because you guys just wrote. He just wrote, "Sign the socks now." Now, for Lion to take off his socks, just because he does things in order, he'd take off his shirt, his pants, his underwear, and then his socks. That's just the way he does things.
Now?
No, not now. Don't do it. I'm saying don't do it. He'd be sitting there buck naked, holding his socks up with his willy hanging out. Now that may be fun for Gen X mom, but not me. Josh Maddox, wait, PayPal, $60 from Bob McKinney towards the decanter. Bob McKinney.
Oh,
now, Mrs. Four has a $50 bid. Bob McKinney.
She's at 70.
She's at 70.
She said, get this auction started for another 20.
No, she said 50.
Well, you scroll down, you'll find it.
All right. But Josh Maddox, best bar ever, $4.99. Nail Lover, member for 11 months. I love her. David Black, I'll speak with the wife, because that sounds like a plan. It is, and I'm not fucking around. Terry Knowles, $2. It was closer. I'd come help out. I know you would, Terry. Stephen Asai, sign the socks down. We got that one. D. Shearer, missed the topic. This is for the bottle you're going to buy for me. If not, it's 5 for Low Torque and 5 for Maddox. Okay.
I fucking love that.
What the fuck was that?
That's fine. I'll collect.
I'm not getting the money, give it to those two guys.
What the fuck just happened?
What happened here? Disney Mama Sammy Joe, $5. I agree with Tiffany. Maybe Lion should flip off random blonde chicks in Vegas.
There you go.
You
bitches.
should. Okay, first of all, when are we going to Vegas? What the fuck are they talking about?
Next year, yes.
Okay. Mrs. Fort Watton, $20. When does the auction start? Okay, now I see you're at 70. All right. Melanie Cole, $60 decanter bid. Diver
shit.
Monkey, member for 14 months. Bottom of the Glass Station, $150.
Who said that?
She erased it. God damn it.
I don't see it on here.
It was on there a second ago.
Hang on now. Now, this is a pledge.
She fucking erased it. My wife,
Diver, much respect, but put it up, buddy.
He did, and then she erased it.
No. Look,
I can't read that from here. What does it say?
it's a green.
All right, whatever. Diver Monkey, I think, had $150. The man they call J, $1.99.
Diver, I got you
Lionheart and
covered.
the General, take my money.
Who said that?
The man they call J, $1.99. Lionheart and General, take. Don't think we won't.
But take it easy, buddy.
We are two guys who will take your fucking whore money. We'll do it right now. We don't have no shame in our game.
I won't even remember.
No. You won't remember?
Oh, I may have robbed you.
Patrick T, $5. You fucking guys, it's not Patty either. That's my. Oh, Patrick T.
Hey,
I didn't
Patty. It's
I
fine.
didn't call it Patty, did you?
I did. You went with it.
Oh, don't blame me because I went with
This
it.
is like the cooking thing all
If
over
you
again.
fuck up, don't, dude.
No, I meant it.
Okay, if you fuck up and I laugh, you can't blame me because I laughed. Like, oh, you went along with it.
Well, you talked to Patty about it.
I didn't. I called him Pat T.
Yeah, but he was all about the
I
tyranny.
didn't slur it
It
together.
was about Pat and tyranny.
Sally Beer, $175 on PayPal. Towards the decanter, Mrs. Line, another
Mom?
100.
What the fuck did she just do?
Mrs. Four.
I said Mrs. Four.
You said line.
Well,
You looking
'cause
at me when you said that?
I'm thinking about your wife. I'm not thinking about you.
Me too. Both of them.
Sally Beer put in 175. Mrs. Four came back on PayPal.
All right, staff, I need help.
100.
I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, because Two Bears got your back.
I shit you not, I was going good.
Because you fucked it up, but you better hope Two Bears got your back on this.
I got one eye was working great. It's I don't even know which one it is.
Hold on. My wife is putting up stuff so small. I have to leave.
Well, I can see that. Hey, why don't you wear your glasses?
Melanie Cole says put her down for 80. So Melanie Cole's got another 80. Seeking the Truth, member for 14.
Yeah, badly. Yeah, you keep track, guys.
Melanie Cole is at $80 with that 20.
20 and 60.
Okay, well, I don't know. I'm reading what it says. It says, put me at 80. I read what it said.
Well, maybe I am on my game. Oh, hey, it's time to go on.
Aren't you supposed to turn your phone off during these events? Turn your fucking phone off?
You didn't tell me that.
Sorry. As a trained broadcast professional or one like yourself
You just popped my cherry.
that's imitating one, turn off your fucking phone.
I have everything but the alarm for Gen X Talks right now.
All right, the Shoeless Joe, Juices Joe Jackson, my favorite guy from 1919 baseball, gifted 5 Gen X Talks membership. The Shoeless one gifted memberships to Cartman, AVJ2, Rowdy Bobby 18, Donovan Robbins, and Stacy Cape. You guys are all now part of the club. Go look up the secret information.
I'll send it to you.
Now, hold on. I had something to tell you. Seeking the Truth, member for 14 months. Is good Lord, 14 months. Are you amazed you haven't chased me away? Yes, we kind of are. Had a lot going on with life, but I'm popping in as I can. Love the Bottom of the Glass Nation. Everyone seeking the truth, everyone in this live stream tonight better be fucking thankful that Seeking the Truth has not just decided to own the decanter. That motherfucker can come in and put down his MasterCard gold card right now, and no one, just be thankful right now. He's just checking in, like he said, from time to time. Seeking the Truth has done so much for this channel. Don't fuck around with him. You be thankful. You know what? Someone better put in $2 going, thank you for not participating in the auction. You better do that, because that motherfucker's got, I've seen him do it before. Terry Knowles, $5. Are you going to Spanish Cedar on the humidor? To Spanish Cedar. If you build a humidor,
do you have access?
He's asking you, would you build it in Spanish Cedar?
No, red cedar.
Red Cedar. All right. Well, I'm not a wood guy. I don't know.
More towards your Yosemite.
$100 from Mrs. Four again. She is at $270. Mrs. Four is now at $270. Whatever you've donated, whatever your mark is, that's the number to beat. $20 from Mary Woodme. Never been able to donate before. For Mrs. Four Decanter Fund.
Oh,
Knit
fuck.
Lover. That's 20 more for Mrs. Four. Okay. I have done what my wife said. I have blown through the sheets. Thank you, America, and you're welcome, Denmark. All right.
Hey, lady.
We still have more time on the decanter. A customized decanter, 2 glasses, and stone. What are those fucking things called? No, slate. What are they called?
Coasters.
Coasters. Yeah, I knew that. It's an easy word. I gave Lionheart the 3rd grader word because I didn't know it.
Don't ask me to spell it.
Mrs. Four is at $290. This will be a custom decanter, one of a kind. There's only 3 of them that we've given out or done something with in the past 2.5 years. This is the 3rd one. If you want to earn this with a special message from me and a whole slew of box of other gear from Gen X Mom that is Gen X Talks related, if you want to help the studio, if you want to help get us built, this isn't going in my fucking pocket. This is going. You're going to promote blood, sweat, and tears from Lion. He's going to be out there working on this fucking thing this week, and this is a worthy cause. This is one of those things. No, we're not saving sick kids in Africa. We're building a studio so Gen X Talks can begin broadcasting on a global scale on a radio station to everybody, where everybody can't shut us off. We're our own place, and we can say shit, and people listen, and we grow. That's what we're shooting for, and it's a long way to go. It's an uphill climb, but it starts with being able to flip the lights on and turn a mic on and go. This is what this represents. So just so you know. Loud One dropped in $100 for Beautiful Disaster. He's talking for Ren here. Mrs. Four, she's a $290. Beautiful Disaster. Beautiful Disaster just put in $100, courtesy of Loud One. He's not bidding for himself. It's not his decanter. He's a sponsor with me. He's not the guy. But Beautiful Disaster put in $100. Well, Beautiful Disaster is now at $275. How did that fucking happen? Oh, PayPal. Information I didn't know. All right. So right now, the leaders are for this decanter setup and all the extra gear that goes along. Mrs. Four is at $290. Beautiful Disaster is at $275. If you don't want to donate for yourself, if you don't want to just come in with a big fucking number on your own and win, you can support one of them and say, I throw 5 towards Ren. I throw 5 towards Mrs. Four. You can support either one of them if you want to. Just let us know. All right.
Just so you know, I'm taking this all home.
Holy shit. You got to, now I'm not reading that until you tell me how we got there. I am not reading what just happened until you say something. From who?
Hang on. Isn't Gen X mom supposed to come to the microphone?
She's supposed to, but my wife is supposed to come to the microphone. There's so much going on. She's just barking from the other room.
That voice is sexy as shit.
You just tell me my wife's voice is sexy?
Yes.
I can't deny that.
I
Beautiful
can't either.
Disaster has now surpassed on PayPal, Mrs. 4. Beautiful Disaster at this moment is at $425 for that decanter. Mrs. 4 is at $290.
Miss 4 for another 100. I'll get you it.
You can't. She wouldn't be enough. That'd be $300. Beautiful Disaster, Ren. I love Ren. He's a friend of mine. If you guys want to donate, unless somebody comes in with like a $500 pow fuck you, some people out there have what we call fuck you money. I don't have fuck you money, but I know what fuck you money is. I've seen it.
I can tell you fuck you.
What's that?
I can tell you fuck you.
I can tell you, yeah, but I don't have the money to back it up. But if you have fuck you money and you just want to come in and squash this thing between Beautiful Disaster and Mrs. 4 and take it over, then you feel free. Lord Crispy used to do that. There's some others that used to do that shit. Just walk in with the money and go fuck off. Mm-hmm. Samuel Pancake dropped in 20 for Beautiful Disaster because you can do that.
That's
you can
$4.45
add to someone else's winning on that. You don't have to compete. You can support. Now, right now, this is very odd for me.
It is.
Well, it is because there's two harem girls fighting. Two harem girls.
You
fighting.
knew what was going to happen eventually.
Well, maybe so, but you know what? I love my harem girls. Disney Mama Sammy Jill, $5. Can't do much tonight, but here's $5 for Ren. Another $5 for Ren.
That's
They're
$5.
pulling
That's
for the underdog.
That's $4.50.
$4.50 for $4.55 for Ren. It says right here on my screen.
Well, I squinted.
Mrs. 4 could, if she wanted to, she could go out back to her still, where she makes the finest illegal peach hooch in eastern Tennessee. And she could sell some of that wholesale, and she could take that money and squash this whole thing. But she got to call some people and go, put you down for 5 cases of my grandpappy still. Mrs. 4 has been around for so long, she calls it the recipe. I guarantee there is nobody on this live stream tonight that knows that pull, that knows that from the call it the recipe. There's not one fucking person who knows what that is, but I do. What's that? Loud One, $2 for Mrs. 4. Loud One is back in Mrs. 4 for a couple bucks. Terry Knowles, $50 for Mrs. 4.
Hey,
uh-oh.
I do have to ask a question.
Yeah.
What time do we call this?
I said 7:45.
Well,
I said
we're
7
good.
minutes away.
We're good.
I'm fucking on top of things,
I'm 2 hours ahead of you right now.
Yeah, I know you are. All right, Beautiful Disaster at 4:55. Mrs. 4 is at 3:42. She got some help. Mrs. 4 got some help. We have 7 minutes to go. We are counting this by my clock, my auction, my screen, my thing. That's the official time.
6 minutes.
Uh-oh, Shoeless Joe, $100 for Mrs. 4.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, my God.
This
Mrs.
is tied.
4 is now. Shoeless Joe jumped in for the lovely, the classy, the ever-present Mrs. 4. He dropped in. She is now at 442. Mrs. 4 is now about a $20 bill behind. Whoa. 97 Hearse. Oh, 37 Hearse. $5 for Mrs. 4. 447. Mrs. 4 is now $8 away from tying. $9 away from taking the lead. Look at Mrs. 4. Mrs. 4, you got some help. Mrs. 4, you got some help. People love you. Mrs. 4, whether you like to think it or not, you've been around since the dawn of time with this program, since the very beginning, and they love you. They'll support you. There's a lot of people that would. All right. Mrs. 4 just donated through PayPal. I'm waiting for it to come through right now. Oh, my God. I think we just tipped the scales. Mrs. 4 through PayPal just donated. Please give me a total now. I need a total.
I'm at 448 before her total.
Hold on, I'm reading right here. She's typing slow. My wife is typing real fucking slow. All these benefits are because the benefits. Yeah, Mrs. Ford. Before I tell you the number, Mrs. Ford wrote, all these funds are going to the best cause that benefits us all. She's not wrong.
Not at all.
Mrs. Ford she's bidding against you. You're bidding against her. But ultimately, this is for the studio to get built. And for the message that we all say to get out there in the fucking world and just drill everybody with common sense, with old school generational values, put it in their face in a place that can't be shut off. They can't shut us off if we're doing it ourselves. That's what the studio's for. That's why Lion's here. That's what the decanter auction is about, is finishing that where we're not beholden to YouTube or Facebook. We can put out a radio station of our own that reaches fucking everybody. And we have millions already listening. We just got to move them over to a platform that we can't be shut off on, and we can push the common sense. We can say things like saluting the American flag is okay. We can say the Pledge of Allegiance whenever we fucking want to.
I think we should start every show.
That's where we're going. That's a good idea. That's where we're going. That's what Mrs. Ford is telling you. And she's not wrong. She's absolutely not wrong. All right, let me catch up here. Loud One dropped in another $100 for Beautiful Disaster. Carl Gerard, our famous Frenchman, dropped in $20 for Mrs. Ford. The battle is heating up. Okay. The time is still going. What's our totals? If this is right, if this is accurate, Beautiful Disaster is at $455.
I think $555.
I think $555.
Yeah,
I think she's got that wrong. Well, when are you going to let me know when I can say the totals? You're trying my patience is what you're trying. Good women are hard to find.
Hey, weren't we only going to go on for half an hour?
Yeah, we were. Well, we're close. We got 4 more minutes. Why are you trying to cut it off early?
I'm not.
You are.
I think we should keep going. Oh, never mind.
Let me know when the totals are right. Shoeless Joe dropped in. Steve Alisi, $20 for Mrs. Ford. Sign the socks now. He said, PayPal, Beautiful Disaster, $230. Okay, it appears there was a flurry right there, and we're down to the last few minutes. Beautiful Disaster is at $785. Mrs. Ford is at $737. Right now, Beautiful Disaster is ahead by about $50. With 3 minutes to go on the timer, we're so fucking close.
Hey, the shoeless one. Who are you taking it to?
His was going to...
it just says, here you go.
No, it was to... He's always been towards Mrs. Ford, I believe.
Okay. Is that so?
I believe so. Yeah, everything the Shoeless has done has been Mrs. Ford. There's been several people for Beautiful Disaster. Ren. I love Ren. There's another one. Samuel Pancake. 20 for Beautiful Disaster.
I got that.
Samuel Pancake. 20 for Ren. We're coming down. Just a couple minutes left. We're coming down to the wire, baby.
Yeah,
Beautiful Disaster is in the lead at $805. Mrs. Ford is at $757. If you guys have any support, if you guys have cashed in your aluminum cans, if you guys have anything to contribute, you got to say it right now. We're down to 2 minutes left. This is it. Low Torque member for 12 months, $1.55. Low Torque bids $1.55 for himself.
No, it was for me. Love you too, buddy.
It's $1. Low Torque's in with $1.55. Fucking A. Low Torque is officially now in third place.
No, I got $2.99.
Well, then put him out. Do $1.56 and put that motherfucker.
Hey, Low Torque, hit us again.
Where are we at here?
Oh shit! Mrs. Ford is on.
Mrs. Ford put in $200 with 1 minute left.
No, there's more. There's more. Michelle M.
Golliver, $19.99. Mrs. Ford. That's $220 for Mrs. Ford. Mrs. Ford is in the lead, $977 to Beautiful Disaster's team of 805. If you're on Ren's team, you're at 805. You're on Team Mrs. Ford, you're at 997. Mrs. Lionheart, your wife chimed in with $20 of her money, not yours. No one is more deserving than Mrs. Ford for her $20.
It is honestly the truth.
We got to drink to the whole fucking thing, and we'll drink once more when it's done. Let's excuse.
I don't need excuse.
Shoeless, $50 for Mrs. Ford.
God dang, I'm running out of room.
We're down to our last 60 seconds. If you got something to say it fucking now. and I will total this thing up. As soon as it hits 7:45, I'm going to stop talking, and we're going to do the Be Right Back thing. Shoeless Joe dropped in $50 to my whole fucking screen pink at $50. Who's that one?
Miss 4.
No, Top Knots Rule, $10 for Beautiful Disaster.
You said shoeless one.
No, he did his already. I said his. Now there's a new one.
Okay.
Top Knots Rule, $10 from Mrs. 4. All right, it is 7:45. I'm going to click the Be Right Back screen. Hang on. We're going to total some shit up. I'm going to turn off the microphones. I'm going to check with the accounting department, and we're going to see who won this. If you got something to send in PayPal, send it fucking now, because I'm clicking the button. When I come back on, we will have our winner. All right, we are back. The General and Lion, we're here. It looks like, from my calculations, from Lion's calculations, from Gen X Mom's calculations, Beautiful Disaster and her team came in at $815 towards a decanter. Mrs. 4 came in at $1,052 towards a decanter. Mrs. 4 will receive the decanter and a shit ton of throw-in stuff and a personalized message from me that will certainly make her husband divorce her, because I'm going to write some stuff on here for Mrs. 4 that's going to make him think that we've had an affair for years. I'm not missing this chance.
I'm sending my socks.
You're signing your socks. You got to do signed socks now. Mm-hmm. We are also going to send Beautiful Disaster a secondary prize of wonderful stuff. There's going to be a gift basket full of all kinds of cool shit for Ren. I love Ren so much. I do. I really do love Ren. Beautiful Disaster is going to get some stuff. Mrs. 4 wins the big prize. And you know who really wins when we're done with this? You guys. Because amongst all the Mark Zuckerbergs and all the Elon Musks of the world with their billions of dollars and creating positions of doing stuff, there are small voices that rise up and get heard. And our channel is going to be one of them, because we are going to be our own channel. Yeah, I know you guys don't understand that, but KGXT Radio is going to be a real thing, and it's going to be a real fucking cool thing. And we have 30 to 40 guests already lined up. We're going to build into something. We're never going to be Joe Rogan. We're not going to have fuck you money with this. But you know what? There's going to be some shit that we say, that we have, that people provide, that the great people provide, that no one else has. Do you know why? Because I fucking know some people. I've been on this planet 55 years. You don't think growing up my generation that I know some people that work near the Pentagon, that work near the White House, that work near in industries? You don't think I just run it? People greater than me. They're all greater than me. I'm just a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. But we're going to have a voice, and you guys just helped us get this way. First or second place, it doesn't matter. Everybody that contributed, the money goes to the same place. It does. And the studio is going to get built. It's almost done. Lionheart has flown out here at his own expense from Missouri to get some shit done. And we are going to repay him with whiskey and aluminum cans. He's going to go back to Missouri with so many aluminum cans, they're going to shit a purple Twinkie when they see what this boy comes back. Santa ain't got shit on his sack. And that's not a sexual reference. All right. Mrs. Fort Watton wrote, Whoa. Are you ready for this?
I'm always ready for her.
Mrs. Fort Watton wrote, I got a surprise coming up. Stay tuned.
Oh, fuck.
You know, Mrs. Four has never said anything like that,
Ever.
ever. Mrs. Four is on staff here. She's been the bookkeeper. She's been the statistician and a longtime loving supporter of my family. If you want to know the truth of not just the Gen X Talks, but my wife and my son and myself, Mrs. Four, classy, ever present, has been here almost since the beginning.
She's been here since the beginning.
Long time.
Right there at it.
And she's never said anything like that ever. I don't know what she means by that.
I'm scared.
I'm hoping she's drinking a bunch of her own product. I'm hoping Mrs. Four is drinking her 4th glass of the Peaches recipe on her front porch with fireflies. And I'm hoping the message is, General, move to Tennessee and marry me. I'm hoping that's what it says.
Me too.
Because I will divorce my wife and marry you in a fucking heartbeat.
That's what I'm counting on.
Why are you counting on that? Because you're going to marry my wife?
Maybe.
This is fucked up. This whole thing's...
She's got the house, man.
This whole thing is fucked up. Like that. Oh, wow. You said you'd marry my wife for the house. Gen X Mom, he's only loving you for your things you've got.
Oh, no. It's much more than that.
No one's going to believe you now.
It's fine. She does.
All right. Turn on my screen here. Loud One, Mrs. Four. Awesome work. Loud One, $5 chiming in. Brandon dropped in $5. My man, I know where that goes. Shoeless One. Enjoy, Mrs. Four. The victory is spoils. Now my whole screen turned orange. I'm going to read it from Mrs. Four. I haven't read it yet. I've been talking with you. I'm going to read it right now. Mrs. Four, $20. I would like to donate the decanter to Mr. and Mrs. Lionheart. You know, do you realize she spends all that money?
I do.
And she's giving that to you? They are making a huge sacrifice being apart for almost 2 weeks to get this studio up and running. Thank you, Lionheart and Mrs. L2. I couldn't agree more. Absolutely. The sacrifice you made by getting on that plane and coming out here, you're away from your wife, you're away from your daughters. I personally know, because you and I have talked quietly amongst ourselves, how hard it is for you to be away from your daughters, your family. I get it. I'm with you. And thank you for making that sacrifice. I don't know how you're going to really like the decanter when I write how much I love Mrs. Four and she gives it to you. But you know what, buddy? If that floats your boat, we're all good, buddy.
It does, kind of. Just don't look me in the eye when you say it.
I won't look you in the eye when I say it. Shoeless One, $2, Mrs. Four, you rock. Listen, I'm going to drink this last little drink right here to all of you. Thank you for making this fun, making it special. We're not done quite yet, but the decanter auction is over. Team Wren, Team Beautiful Disaster, and everybody who donated on the behalf of Mrs. Four, thank you guys for participating. Yes, there is a winner, and there's a second winner. But we all know where the money's going. It's going to that guy right there sitting to my right now to get in his skilled hands and do some good. And it's fucking amazing. Thank you guys for doing that. Thank you guys for participating. Thank you for the big picture that all of you see. I really appreciate it. I couldn't be happier with what you guys have done for the channel, for the kid, for my son, and for what we're doing right now. This drink is for the bottom of the glass nation. And when I die one day, I want on my fucking tombstone, it better say somewhere BOTGN, because you guys are some of my best friends ever. I really mean that. We've done a lot together on and off the books. Thank you guys. Circle, Jesus Christ, you just downed that.
I'm sorry.
There was like 6 more ounces in there and you fucking just pounded it. Good Lord, you're making me look bad.
No. Take me off camera.
Take you off camera. Make you look bad. That's your answer? Just take you off camera? That's bullshit. It's not what you say to someone. Oh my God. Hold on. Christina Dorvac. Did you see that?
I just did.
It just went by. Christina Dorvac for the studio.
I mean, that's all you can say that.
$500. She didn't even say for the decanter.
She said for the studio.
She didn't even say she was trying to win a prize. She didn't say she was trying to compete. She just fucking put it out there.
And she's in the beginning.
God damn it. Christina Dorvac. I feel like I have to divorce my wife and marry her for at least a week. Just to serve her I don't know. You want me to cook you breakfast, dinner? Thank you. That was a great thing. You know what? I'll do better than that. If I have to whore out my friend Lionheart, that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Same here.
If I have to demean my friend to the moments of slavery, that is a choice I'm willing to sacrifice. I'm willing to make. Not many men would sacrifice their friend, but I'm willing to. Christina, thank you for coming in. Thank you for how you put that. That wasn't a race to win a prize. She waited till it was over, and she's like, "This is just for fucking getting it done."
Exactly.
You guys are the best fucking family anybody could ever hand. I tell you, I want to hang out with my friends and drink and have a good time. And my friends always show up every goddamn time. Mrs. Lionheart, member for 6 months. Mrs. 4, you are an angel and so good to my husband and my family. We love you and your big heart. It's true.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet her.
Your wife we need to go do that. When we do the East Coast trip, we're doing an East Coast trip. When we do that, we have to find a way for all of us to get together, or we got to find a way for you and your wife to come out here for that Labor Day barbecue. You got other stuff going on between them, but if we can get, because Mrs. 4, I think Mrs. 4 may show up. The Sun Valley Fox is going to be here.
That's where it's coming. And Miss 4.
Iceman's going to be here.
Miss 4, you want to fly together?
Iceman's going to be here at the barbecue, Labor Day barbecue at my house.
Chicks, man.
Iceman's going to be here. Sun Valley Fox is going to be here. I'm going to be here. My wife, the kid, Two Bear, Low Torque, Trippy Pineapple. The list goes on and on. You want to meet some of the people that make all this go, including you guys? David Black's going to be here. Loud One's going to be here. All the names you know. Do you want to put a face? Do you want to hang out and have a great barbecue for a few hours where we can all cut loose and have fun and listen to our music and talk about our stories? It's the Labor Day weekend thing. My wife and I put on some of the best parties ever. We are known for that. We are legendary for that. I'm not boasting. It's true. It's a big fucking deal. You got to come. If Mrs. 4 shows up, it is the icing on the fucking cake. I haven't got a commitment to her, but I think she's going to do it. And if Mrs. 4 is here with the Sun Valley Fox and all of the senior staff and Iceman from Bodfish is coming, how can you guys say you're going to miss that?
I'll drive.
Loud One's going to drive everybody. I mean, Lionheart's going to drive everybody. He's going to be like, I'll fucking pick you up. Let's go.
Yep.
So just so you guys know, if you're interested, there's going to be a selection process. We're going to have to put names in a hat. We're going to have to, because we've already got more emails from people interested. But if you want to go, email GenXMom at GenXTalks.com. GenXMom at GenXTalks.com. You got it. Email her and tell her you want to come, you're interested. Now, there's a few people that get to come no matter what. No lottery, staff. Staff can show up, they can bring someone. No problem there. Mrs. 4 can show up. Sun Valley Fox can show up. I love my brother-in-law. I love him like I never tell you guys. He can show up. There's some people that are on my, and you're like, you know what you're saying right now? Well, that's not fair. How do you pick? I'm not saying it's fair. I'm not saying it's fair at all. I'm telling you that people that are my friends get to come first. If you don't like that, I'm the fucking dude at the red carpet and with the, what do they call it? The red rope. What is that when they don't let you into the club?
Get the fuck out.
The get the fuck out rope.
Yeah.
Right.
The velvet rope. Yeah. That's me. I'm the guy on the other side of the rope that's telling you, and I'm not fair about it. I'm not, this isn't democracy. This is not, well, it's not fair who it's not people who donate money. It's like David Black. I don't know if he's ever given more than $5. I don't give a fuck. I love David Black. That fucker's coming no matter what. It doesn't have to do with the money. I don't give a shit. It has to do with who engages themselves in Gen X Talks, who follows my son's channel, who watches the videos, who comments, who goes in the live stream and says shit, who participates. Those motherfuckers get to come. This is not just a random thing. Now, if we end up with inviting 65 people and I have 30 people that I pick, then 35 of you get to go in the mix and we'll invite you. But I'll promise you, if you don't email genxmom@genxtalks.com, and you're either not one of the people that I choose to go, so if you don't get chosen, fucking blame me, fuck you, I don't care. Or if your name's not on the list, blame yourself. Because this is going to be a fucking barbecue to remember. This is going to be something that I would invite all of you if I had room for 1,000 people. I don't. I maybe could put it, the biggest party that my wife and have ever put on, almost 300. We have enough room for 200 to 300 comfortably. She said 50 to 60 people. Let's say I push it to 100. Let's say I push it to 100 people. Email her if you want your name in it.
Do I count as 2?
You know what? The only reason you're getting to come, Lion, is because I am in total love with your wife. She can come. If she picks you as her +1, you can come too.
Hey, mama.
Just so you know, if your wife picks you as a +1, if she brings a date, I'm not going to bat an eye.
Me neither. She deserves it.
So email genxmom@genxtalks.com if you want your name in the list. Some of you will get direct emails saying you are friends of the program and you get to go. No matter what, you're in. Dama Channel says $1.99. That mug was full of hooch. Yes. Hold up your fucking mug, man.
It's gone.
No, hold it up. It was that was fucking that was full of hooch. That's his 4th one.
I still got more.
Yeah, Dom is like, yeah, it was fucking full of hooch. Mrs. Fort Watton gifted 5 Gen X Talks membership. Who got those memberships? This is Trippy's work here. Trippy Pineapple Between the Sheets. 2 Live Moo, Q69, Dylan Kuntz, Kelrikian, I'm fucking that up. And the other mushroom, got it. Loud one, $5. Is transporting Americans in a trailer the same as those south of the border? I've been searched for them before. No, they're not. They're not equal. They're not the same thing. Okay, listen. We've gone 2 hours. It's been a long time since we've gone 2 hours. You guys have enjoyed a special program. I didn't get to half the shit I wanted to talk about. Lion and I didn't get to the stories, but this is the beginning. This is his first night here. He's on camera. He's drinking, and we're going to drink every night. We're going to talk about shit every fucking night. It's going to, I put all of my faith in this man to my right, your left. I know that might have been a mistake, but the studio is in his hands. When we're done and we take pictures and we take video and we show you what's been accomplished here, it's 100% because of this guy. Don't think that I had anything to do with it. Now, I'm going to claim that it was all me under my direct supervision. But let's be clear. I didn't do dick. I can't build a fucking birdcage out of wood. You want your car to run better than any mechanic you've ever seen? I'm your guy. You want me to build a birdcage? I can't build a fucking birdcage. This guy could build a 4-story building in Victorian style that looked like you think it was built in the 1800s. That's how good he is. I'm not that guy. That's why he's here. That's why you guys spend some money doing the right thing for him and the program. I got to go. We're out. I'm going to pour me one more hooch.
I poured one.
You poured one or you out?
Well, it's just one big one.
All right. You act like that's going to be, I got 5 or 6 shots here. You're going to fucking hooch it right now.
I'm not going to beat you.
If you're going to circle the wagons, if you're going to start erasing pomegranate stains from your kitchen counter, and that goes way back to people back before the dawn of time, but there's some people that know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm going to raise a glass right now to myself, to Lion, to Gen X Mom and Gen Z Kid who have participated, but more than anything, to my friends at the bottom of the Glass Nation, to my friends who sit at the best bar ever, as Josh Maddox says.
He knows.
We all sit around this shit together and we do stuff together. Thank you for being part of this live stream. Thank you for being part of my family. Thank you for promoting us down the road. You're the best guys ever. I wouldn't trade you for anything. Oh, no training wheels.
Me neither.
All right, listen up. I don't know where you're watching from or listening from. AM, FM, Sirius XM on the Armed Service Radio Network. I don't know where you're tuning in from around the world, and I don't care. I love you guys wherever you're from. Remember, wherever you go, there you are. And we'll catch you guys on the flip side. We're out.
Boom.